What's happening, YouTube? Cowboy here, and before we make our way to the end of Scholar, there is one more hidden boss we have to knock out, and that is the Darklurker. So before we can reach the Darklurker, there's three separate, I guess, mini dungeons, if you will, that we have to go through. So the first one is here at the Shaded Ruins. Over here, Shaded Ruins. Now, there's no particular order you have to do these in. Personally, I prefer to do this one, and then Black Gulch, and then save the Drangleic one for last. And basically the way it works is you have to go through all three, and if you've beaten the first two, and you finish the third one, instead of teleporting out like you normally would, you're instead thrown into a fight against Darklurker. And since the portal under Drangleic Castle has a a bonfire right near it, it's easy in the event that you mess up. But either way, good old Dark Diver, come on over, talk to him, make sure you join the Covenant. I've already joined it, but give him a human effigy. And once you offer an effigy, the chasm to the dark will open.
As you wish.
I'm actually gonna put on my agape ring real fast here again. See, 3.2. Yeah, my soul memory is slowly climbing up, so definitely gotta mitigate that out. Now, for Darklurker in particular, I will have to change up my build. She's basically like made of dark, so in short, trying to fight her it just won't work well. It just won't with this build. So instead, I will be pulling out the Pyromancy Flame at that point. She's extremely weak to pyromancies and to miracles. Well, miracles will just utterly decimate her. For now, we need to go through here. I believe the first guy up is a pyromancer, if I remember this one correctly. There they are. So you can see the witch thingy off in the corner. We got to take these guys out first. They're being rather passive, I gotta say. Oh, also, make sure you bring along some of the flame butterflies. You will need those down here. Without one, you won't be able to actually progress, as you need fire to light these torches that you're seeing. Did you stop the casting? Oh my god, just on my ass. I'm gonna kill you in a second. Don't worry. You will die. Wow, okay. Apparently force goes through pillars. That's... Should've killed you back at the start. Either way, set the light. And I cannot stress enough how important it is that you light these, giant, what would that be called? Chalice? It's a chalice? I don't know. Either way, you have to light those to be able to get through the end of these. So, in each of these dungeons, there's one of those giant chalices, and basically the two requirements for clearing each of these mini dungeons is to, one, light the chalice, and two, defeat the enemies. I think I only have one instance of Dark Orb on. Now, at this point, you don't really need your torch anymore since we got that lit. At the same time, it is basically pitch black down here, so having the torch will certainly help, giving you that much-needed visibility so you're not fighting completely blind. Here we can see the fog drop right through, and that's it. So that one, relatively short. Some of the other ones are slightly longer. None of them are really long, per se, but that is the first one. If we had died... Actually, I think there's a fog gate if you can't pass, so that means we have the first successfully completed. So now we're going to jump on over to the third location. And actually, considering that only took 5 minutes, we may very well just knock out all three and Darklurker in one episode here. Next, we are hopping over to Black Gulch, Hidden Chamber. It's the second bonfire that you have to use a branch of Yor to access now. Now this one's a little bit trickier to reach, but you guys probably remember this one as well. I'm gonna run past everything here. Get right up to this ledge, drop down. No, and I missed it, son of a bitch. But that's our ledge right there. That is the ledge we need to get to, is the first one. The second one is where the giants were. And for those that don't remember this place, you need to get the forgotten key to access it. So how there's, you know, that platform that I just grossly missed jumping down to, and then immediately after that there's the other platform below it. The other platform down below has the giants that you kill to get the souls you want before you take on Vendrick. And additionally, when you fight them, you gain access to the key that you need. So there we go. Now we've fallen. Nice job. But you get the key. The key will open this up. And here's good old Dark Dive. Use that. Get rid of this poison effect. And I know those things can follow you in. I've seen it happen like once. It doesn't look like they're making it this time. But those worm things, like, it's freaky when you're in here and then the worm actually follows you in. You're like, holy shit, like, where'd you come from? So do keep that in mind if you run past like I did. It can happen. It's a bit rare, but it is something to keep in mind. Devotion to the Covenant has...
It is we.
So, we get Resonant Soul. Give him the effigy. Portal is open. And in we go. So this one's probably the trickiest to get to, I'd say, just because, you know, the first one is just a straight sprint. The third one's right after a bonfire. This one you actually gotta run past all those assholes. So it can be a little tricky. Not too bad, but a little. So watch out for the waterfall that will, in fact, put out your torch. Okay, this is the one with the Fat Man and the Pyromancer, I believe. So if you're a caster, these areas are kind of a breeze, as you can see. Do keep an eye out for good old King Jeremiah there. Those Pyromancers can hurt quite a bit. We're going to actually take this thing out since we know I can finish it off in 2 orbs. Yeah, he likes to spam Forbidden Sun and everything else, so just stay on him. Shooting juke. If you're melee, get up in his face, ruin it. My hex is too strong for you, son. If I remember, I think there's another, okay, no, it came up. Yeah, one thing, sometimes it's back here. The little ghost thing you have to kill. Swing on through. Oh, damn it, the water hit. I think this is the way to the bonfire? Not the bonfire, but the thingy. No, that's the exit. Okay, I gotta go the other way first. Let's see. Torch, yes. Okay, so this is the one we want to go to. As I mentioned, make sure you are lighting these giant chalices. Let's see if I can get past that much. Alright. There's really no items in these areas. You can, actually there's one if you drop down in that spot there. You get something, but we're going to take these guys all out first. Woo! Calm down, fatty. Woo! Take this thing out. That's right. I still have on my my kit for killing Killing the ancient dragon on with tons of dark hail. Either way, with those two dead, I swear there used to be an item back there. Right on that little ledge, but maybe I'm thinking of the last place. Yeah, maybe the item's not here anymore. Could have sworn there used to be an item over here somewhere. Anyway, so that pretty much wraps up the second one. Run on through, into the hole you go. Now is where things are going to get tricky. So that one's done. Use your Rage Feather. Now, as I mentioned, the Darklurker is incredibly vulnerable to both fire and lightning-based attacks. So your miracles, sunlight spears will basically just decimate her. I mean, like, I think 5 sunlight spears is enough to kill her outright. So yeah, there's that. Pyromancies are also very effective, though. So obviously, and that's the great thing about being a hex build, because wrong about fire. Hexes aren't going to even tickle her because she's like born of hexes, basically. Or he or whatever it is. I always think it's a female, but anyway, Darklurker is like the embodiment of darkness. So because of that, using hexes really just won't work out. Fortunately, we have our Pyromancy Flame plus 10. That's upgraded and ready to go. As for our spells, we are going to need probably Dark Orb to get through this. Probably 2 Dark Orbs would be plenty to get us through. And then we're going to need Pyromancies here. So Dance of Flame could probably work. Which one's Dance of Flame? Oh, Dance of Fire? Okay, that's the sideways one. That could work. Fire Snake could certainly work. Forbidden Sun, why not? Let's put on Flame Swath as well. And then I want Great Combustion. That's probably too risky. Let's go for Great Fireball. That should be plenty to take her out. If not, I'll be in trouble. Because, like I said, hexes really don't do much at all. So yeah, this one is already open because of the initial, the very first one.
Young.
Why didn't you give me my rank?
May the dark.
It usually gives me it since I defeated the second one. I'm supposed to rank up, but it doesn't seem to be happening right now. So either way, into the third one we go. Let's go take down Darklurker. Just put this. Do I have it on? Yeah, I could use you. You're really good against dark defense, actually. That'll work well. Life Ring. Instead of that, we are going to put on... I have it. Where is it at? There we go. Dark Quartz Ring plus 3. Ooh, man. That was a big chunk of health. Now, the reason for doing that, of course, like other bosses, like the fire boss, this one, or like the dragon, this one has a focus on hexes. So, basically putting on that dark resist gear will help quite a bit. Obviously, light your torch here. You will die walking right down there. So, having a torch to notice where the water is will definitely improve your chances of survival here. Now, we should find a Havel. Yep, it's Havel. 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 Ah. Havel should chase us. So we're just getting him to come after us here. We don't want to try and fight him outright, not with the caster build. Havel hates mages. Oh, poor Havel. Thank you for the aesthetic. This is also a great place to farm bonfire aesthetics. You can get tons of them down here. And if I remember correctly, you can actually just go in this place as many times as you want. Kill this thingy. And this is probably, in terms of like clearing, this is probably the most difficult of them. Just because there's a ton of bullshit you gotta get past. Here's our chalice. You got like Havel in this one. I mean, I guess, well, you do fight kind of iconic invaders or NPCs of Dark Souls throughout these, but, you know, Jeremiah and Double Hammer Guy are kind of a joke, whereas Havel is a little bit more scary. We got Ricard here, thinking his little puny rapier is going to do something against my super OP Dark Orb spam. Bye, Ricard. This way. Yeah, that. So now it's just this last room to kill, Hex is too OP. Last one is dead. The fog has vanished, and now we are ready for a boss fight. Really not looking forward to this. I just feel like I'm going wrecked. Oh well, let's see what we can do here. I mean, I do have a lot of innate dark resist with my armor, so this might not be that bad. I'm curious, so let's see what Dark Orb would actually do. 160. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought it was. Still pretty bad. Forbidden... Oh, you bitch. Get new. Yeah, that'll take care of Butter and her shit. Oh, wow. Stop it, Darklurker. Yeah, but you can see just how much damage Flame Swathe or Swath or whatever you want to call it is capable of. So basically, you know, use your pyromancies, use your miracles if you have them. Now she will split, and that's where things get kind of tricky. Is once the split happens. So if you can get as much damage as possible in before the split, that's ideal. She split anyway, but it's not going to matter. We got great fireballs and a +10 pyromancy glove. And get wrecked. You're dead, nerd. Get out of here. I can't believe how fucking easy that was. Oh my god. Darklurker just got pooped on by a couple pyromancies like she was a complete joke. Wow. Wow. I mean, I think the reason I'm so surprised is, you know, back when I fought like Ancient Dragon and Darklurker, like I haven't done them since like my initial walkthrough. And back then I was running, you know, the dual greatsword build, for which both those fights were a fucking nightmare. And this time I'm just like, boop, you're dead. Boop, you're dead. But yeah, that's it. Darklurker taken out. The potion has deepened. Great Resonant Soul.
May the dark.
There we go. I was like, where's my third rank at? And now we also have Jeremiah, Xanthus King set, and a Climax, which we will never use. So yeah, if you have been following the walkthrough and playing as a Hex build, obviously as you saw right there, I mean, I think what did we even use? We literally took her out with pretty much flame, like we didn't even really need the Forbidden Sun. It was basically Flame Swathe and Great Fireballs, and she was dead. So yeah, definitely no problem at all. Utterly buttering her with some of that good pyromancy. Where's just setting back up my hexes, but damn, I really can't believe how ridiculously simple that fight was. I remembered it being a lot harder. I don't remember pyromancies just molesting her bum like they did there. But either way, that wraps up that boss. So, I know we have all the bonfires. We have everything done at this point. And basically the only thing left for us to do is take on the trio of bosses. So, in the next episode, what I'll likely end up doing, just to separate it slightly, is next episode we'll probably take out Watcher, Defender, and Chandra, and then the last episode for today, I'll have Aldia, Scholar of the First Sin, an episode all on his own, since he's, you know, the new element. So, wrong bonfire again. I'm terrible about this. There we go. Either way, guys, thanks for coming by. 2 more episodes before our 100% walkthrough of Scholar is wrapped up, so make sure to stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys a little bit later today with the next one.